Revelation chapter 1 from verses 9 to 20 describes John's vision of the glorified Christ. Here's a concise explanation of these verses. John's introduction. Verse 9. John introduces himself as a fellow believer who shares in the suffering, kingdom, and patient endurance in Jesus. He is on the island of Patmos because of his faith. Verses 10 and 11. John is in the Spirit on the Lord's day and hears a loud voice like a trumpet. The voice instructs him to write what he sees in a book and send it to the 7 churches in Asia: Ephesus, Smyrna, Pergamos, Thyatira, Sardis, Philadelphia, and Laodicea. John's vision of Christ, verses 12 and 13. John turns to see the voice and observes 7 golden lampstands. Among the lampstands is one like a son of man, a reference to Jesus, dressed in a long robe with a golden sash around his chest. Verse 14. His head and hair are white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes are like a flame of fire. Verse 15. His feet are like burnished bronze, refined in a furnace, and his voice is like the sound of many waters. Verse 16. In his right hand he holds 7 stars. From his mouth comes a sharp 2-edged sword, and his face is like the sun shining in full strength. Christ's words to John, verses 17 and 18. When John sees Christ, he falls at his feet as though dead. Jesus places his right hand on John, telling him not to be afraid. Jesus identifies himself as the first and the last, the living one who died and is now alive forevermore. He holds the keys of death and Hades. Verses 19-20. Jesus instructs John to write what he has seen, what is now, and what will take place later. The mystery of the 7 stars and the 7 golden lampstands is explained. The 7 stars are the angels, or messengers, of the 7 churches, and the 7 lampstands are the 7 churches.